Hello dear traveler, welcome to another carriage. In last one I talked about our emotional wounds, and the thing that once we identify them, which might be very very hard, but once we have them identified, it's really important to remove yourself from the thing which keeps hurting them or adding more into it, so it's preventing it from healing. This is another very very hard step, because very often it's environments or the people which we had around for a very long time, or it can be even work, it can be any behavior pattern, anything what we've been doing for a long time, and that's why it created first this wound in a childhood, and then we sustained it by the same environment, people, or the behavior pattern. So the only way to heal it is to remove yourself from this what is hurting you. And sometimes especially when you find some wound, when it's really really deep wound, it's interesting. I'm just thinking about like when you have a broken leg, when you physically have something, or let's say you might have a cancer or something, people will start acting much more fragile around you. They are much more considering how are you and how you feel. But with these emotional wounds, because they are not visible for people, they don't see it, and they unless you keep reminding them all the time that I have problem with this and this, then they won't, they will keep doing the same thing. So, and if it's the people or the environment, it's a place, but let's say with the people, they will keep adding or pouring an oil or poison into the wound. So it's a really really hard process, but it's necessary if you want to heal, to remove yourself from it. I am talking from my experience. I have removed myself from the environment and the people which were very close to me, and I still hold them very dear, but I just couldn't be around. It was reminding me all of the things which caused me so much pain in a life, and it was reminding me my old programming and the way of being, because that's what they were used to, and that's what they want me to carry on being, but I couldn't be that anymore. So the only way was to remove myself, and still these wounds are so deep that it's taking a very long time, and actually I see them, starting to see them in their entirety and entirely I don't know, in their totality, let's say, just now. And I've been away from Czech Republic and from the place I've been living for a while. So this is very very complex process, but if you are listening and you feel something similar, a huge compassion to you, because I know it is super super hard. It's not easy. It feels like it's endless. It feels like there's more and more coming up. It feels like is this gonna ever end? But the only thing what can propel us is trust in yourself. Having people which do see us, which support us, which don't need to see us walking with crutches to be able to listen to us and be more compassionate. They can just perceive us even when we smile, that we might have a broken part. And having people like that, that's like, these people are gems, and there's not many of them, because as I talked in one of those videos, we are mirrors to each other, and we can so easily trigger pain and traumas in each other. So I understand me digging into my own traumas and pain can be super uncomfortable for some other people, and that's why I understand why they can't hold this space, and why they can't be supportive. So not easy at all, but again, necessary, and the only way I can go these days. because I am getting in touch so much more with myself. I am learning to be supportive of myself, and I see these wounds more, and as I understand them more, I know I'm getting to the moments where I will be able to start properly healing them. But it is as it took, I'm 40, and it took me 40 years to get to this point. It won't take 5 minutes to heal. I heard a brilliant joke. Is like, when somebody would smash you with a crowbar, and you would have all broken bones, and you would be lying in a hospital. No one's gonna come to you and expect that you're gonna heal, in the next day. But because with these emotional wounds, they are not, are not visible. You tell someone that you felt shit, or you feel depressed, or you have trauma with I don't know, something specific. Nothing is coming up now, but they, because it's not visible, they meet you in a week, and they ask, are you good now? No. I'm not. And I'm telling you, I'm not good. I'm smiling, I'm laughing, I'm traveling, I am doing lots of things, but these things are there, they are broken, they are painful, and they go with me wherever I go. So I am very mindful of that, and I am really trying to hold a space where I'm not adding more pain and more poison to these wounds, so they can start healing. If this relates to you, I'll be very happy to hear some words back, because this can feel sometimes very lonely. If you don't have anything to add, that's okay as well. I'll leave it here again. Amazing how the time flies. Enjoy your day, night, evening, as usual. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.